Hey guys, Sergeant Blizzard here, and I'm showing you a battle that I had today. I am commanding the British Army, and my ally is the French. And our opponents are the United Provinces, and I think another great British Army. Alright, so I'll show you my army here. I had some units of line infantry, 2 units of line infantry. I had 2 units of the Black Watch for some elite infantry, and then I had 2 more units of line infantry, but they're like the special kind, like the 33rd Foot and the King's Royal Regiment of New York. Over here, I have 5 units of Green Jackets. I hosted the game, so that was my limit of skirmishers. And these were actually, I depended on them the most during the battle. For my cav, I have 2 units of light dragoons, 2 units of regiment of horse, 1 unit of horse guards, and that's my general unit. And over here, I have 2 units of horse artillery. I like to use the horse artillery just because of their ability to use the shrapnel shot. I find that it does a lot more damage, at least if you're not using howitzers. So from the get-go here, you can see that I'm taking all of my skirmishers, and I'm taking them over and putting them in this little forest here. Meanwhile, my opponent takes 2 units of light infantry and a unit of horse and a unit of light dragoons, and he takes them over and he's going to march them over to this hill. I don't know what he's really doing, so let's speed this up. In the meantime, I take my my horse artillery and I start to position them over here so I can start taking shots at those guys over here. Let's take a look at my allies' army. There's a ton of line infantry. That's a lot. That's 8, 9 units. Got some rocket troops, mortar batteries, and a fair amount of cav. Yeah, so I haven't uploaded a video in a few weeks, and that's mainly just because I haven't found any videos that were that interesting. And I try and vary the nations that I use, just so it's not the same thing every time. So I won a few more games with the Ottoman Empire, because that's basically, I think it's my favorite nation to use at the moment. But I didn't really want to upload another video for that. So here's one with Great Britain. I just want to talk for a second about quitting. I've played at least 4 games in the past 2 days on Napoleon Total War, and right as I'm about to win, my opponent disconnects, and I don't get the skill points. I don't even have the ability to film the battle. And I had 3 battles that I used this really crazy strategy, and I wasn't able to talk about it because my opponent quit, and that really makes me angry. So here you can see I'm launching shrapnel shot at the light infantry. I killed 15 with 1 shot and 5 with another shot. So you can see just how good shrapnel shot are, and you can only really use them in certain eastern cannons or the 6-pounder horse artillery. He's marching them up to this hill, and from the beginning of the battle, my opponents, both of them, told me that they're fairly new, and one of them hadn't played in a while, and one of them, it was his first time playing. And so I kind of went easy on them. I didn't use any intricate strategies, but yeah, I also made quite a few mistakes in this battle myself, just doing stupid stuff, just trying out different things. So here you can see I'm just launching shot. I could kill so many of them in 1 shot. Fraps is really slowing down my computer right now, so just bear with me. I'm taking my Green Jackets and I'm putting in this forest because I know he's got like 4 or 5 units of artillery over here, and I don't want them all to die. Meantime, my friend here, well, it's not really my friend, just my ally, he starts marching forward all of his line infantry. My ally wasn't that good either. Later in the battle, I'll tell you when I really needed someone to help me out, he was really slow. Let's hurry this up a little bit more. I'm trying to move my cavalry into position so that he can't charge my my cannons. So this goes on for a little while, just shooting back and forth. I try and get my artillery into different positions. The main part of the action happens in about a few minutes, so just bear with me. My ally, he starts marching over the majority of his line infantry, and these British guys, yeah, I didn't really watch this part of the battle because I was just focused on trying to make sure I could do as much damage to the United Provinces as possible. But my ally, the French, basically does all he can for the most part, and he gets them to eventually get all their troops and move behind the United Provinces line. So, in a second, I'm not sure when, I see that my opponent is not going to attack me. He knows that there's no chance, so in a second or two, I take all of my infantry and I start to march them forward. I'm not sure exactly when, but sometime soon. So let's take a look over here. I just started wrecking this unit of horse, killed about half of them. Just killed a few more of these horsemen. I didn't actually kill his general there. That's the other guy's general who died. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, what's going on? It's fairly even here. They have some fights going on. You can see I started walking forward all of my my line infantry and my elite infantry. I'm still shooting at them, trying to get some kills. I know his line infantry are around here, so I know I'm getting some kills. I hope this hurries up. I might have to actually cut out a part of this battle because it was pretty long. So yeah, I might have to cut out a part of it. Alright, so I think I'm gonna cut out this part and I'll show you the next part in coming right up. Alright, we're back. So let's slow it down a sec. So I'll show you what's happened since the last part. I've been moving up my line infantry and they've just been getting wrecked by their artillery, and this is the part of the battle that I did not do very well in. I didn't micro my line infantry very well, except for that black watch there. But basically, I let them get cut to pieces by the British reinforcements, and I let them get hit by artillery needlessly. But that's okay, because over here, I am just ripping apart his troops. I actually even meleeed them, and I won, which is really odd. And he's not fighting back. He's not doing anything here. So I basically kill all of his troops here. I've got 5 units of light jackets. There's no way that they're all gonna die just from this little excursion. And those light jackets helped me out a lot this battle. I take my horsemen over here. I'm trying to support my troops, but I'm just getting ripped to shreds by everything here. The puckle guns, never really seen anybody use those before, but I guess alright, they've destroyed my troops. And what I got really frustrated with here was the inability of my ally to come up and help me. Like, I'm basically taking on 1.5 armies here. Half of the British army got destroyed, and he's not even helping me the least bit. So I really got frustrated. I was constantly telling him, move up your troops, and he wouldn't do it. So I understand why a lot of people don't like to play with people who they don't know, because it gets frustrating. So I just killed a few of his artillery there, but my line infantry and my elite infantry, they're done for. They had no chance, they're all dead. I end up relying mostly on my cavalry and my light infantry, so let's speed this up some more. I take my light infantry and I start marching them over into this forest. I'm also using my regiment of horse just to support them. He brings up his Scot line infantry, and the other Great British Army, they start getting shot at from the French. They finally brought his troops, started to help me. I'm trying to harass them with my my light dragoons, and it's really hard when you don't have any support from your allies, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So, wow, this frame rate is lagging. So you can see here, I'm bringing up my green jackets. I think I've only lost maybe 10 out of the 300 that are right there. And he's marching his Scots towards me, and so I charge them with my regiment of horse. I did this because they didn't really matter to me. I was trying to depend on my light dragoons and my horse guards. Plus, I knew that they were tired and they didn't really have a chance of completing, routing 2 units of regiment of horse right away. So he takes his other unit of light infantry. He starts marching them towards me, but then look what happens when you march towards 300 sharpshooters. You die. And he's losing men so fast. Yeah, I might have to cut out another part of this video. It is going really slowly. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this out for a sec, and hold on. Okay, so I've realized that I'm not gonna get through the bulk of this video, just because it was a really long battle. So I'm gonna show you the most interesting part. Just right here, he starts to march up his line infantry. I've got all of my my sharpshooters spread out just to make sure he can't melee them all. He doesn't even charge them into melee. Didn't understand that. He's trying to move up his Holland Guard because he's seeing that all of his line infantry here are getting wrecked. I'm gonna go over what happens in the rest of the video for you. I march them all forward. I start sharpshooting against them. I kill all these guys here. Well, at the same time, the few French units left attack the British, and they attack the United Provinces' right flank. And they helped me out a bit. My French ally was just retarded. He didn't know what he was doing, and he had almost an entire army left, and he got them all killed somehow. I have no idea how he did it, but he killed about 6 units of line infantry. So let's keep on going. I only have like 30 seconds left in the video. I'll just tell you what happens in the rest of the video. I march them forward, and it's basically skirmishing and harassing, and they all start marching into the forest, and I win because I had all of these units of skirmishers. These skirmishers basically are the reason why I won the battle. I was considering only taking 2 or 3 units of them, but I took more than that, and it helped me out in the end. Yeah, so it was nice making a video